Take a deep breath.
Take a deep breath.
And
get
it all back in control. That's what Jay and Matt are probably over there. They're probably doing yoga right now or something.
I know. Guys, are you doing yoga?
Just a little bit. Yep, see, told you.
Oh,
okay, guys.
Okay.
Namaste, my friends. Namaste.
We're just relaxing. You know, we try to do that at least 5 minutes every day.
At least, yeah.
We find it's good for the soul.
It is.
So, time for your weather word. I'm going to throw in a couple of breaking sports stories here. The Guardians signed Josh Bell to be their new first baseman. They're going to pay him $33 million over 2 years. This is a big deal, folks. Very good player. Also, our old buddy Baker Mayfield, waived by the Panthers a couple of days ago, picked up today by the Rams, last year's Super Bowl winning team. He is going to be their quarterback moving forward. So that's your weather word today. They haven't said he's going to start right away because you got to learn the offense.
Right.
But the thought here is, with their starter Matt Stafford out for the season, that he likely will be the starter for at least the last 4, maybe the last 5.
So we're going to fit Rams into the forecast
somehow, some way.
Okay, all right, we'll try to do
luck with that.
I'm excited about Bell joining the Guardians.
Oh, I am too. That's a really nice pickup.
Great hitter for sure. CSU cam right now, remember, these are the darkest days of the year, the earliest sunset, right? And then we're going to start, what is it, the 6th today? The 9th is when we start to get later on the sunset end of things. So this will start to brighten up, but boy, the cloud's not really doing it justice right now. Kind of dreary outside. We've had areas of drizzle. Fog has become an issue down to the south as well. Whenever this time of year you have a warm air mass, you tend to get some moisture thrown into it. That low sun angle just doesn't do much. Everything kind of hovers in terms of cloud cover. It comes down here to the surface. So temperatures, this is our bright spot. We're in the 40s and near 50 degrees. If you remember, our average high this time of year, somewhere in the low to mid 40s, depending on where you are in the viewing area. So this is above average. And the dew points, I showed this yesterday. We had a dew point of 10 yesterday. So you were zapping yourself on everything, right? The static electricity was at an all-time high. Not today, though. You're not zapping yourself. We've got dew points well into the 40s. That moisture has made a return. And when the temperature and the dew point marry each other and they're equal, you tend to get a lot of fog. And that's what we've got, especially down towards the south, Worcester, Akron, down towards Dover, New Philly. Our southeastern counties are going to have the thickest fog as we go throughout the overnight. Still can't rule it out in our northern counties as well. Kind of hazy and foggy mix. We've had a couple spotty showers. Hasn't been coming down much. A little bit of drizzle. Southern Geauga County, you get down towards Carroll County. Minerva area picked up a little bit of light rain. Live shot down courtesy ODOT, 77 at 250. This is down in Tuscarawas County. Not a lot of fog, but we have had a little bit of rain there as well. Kind of a murky evening, and that will continue. The bigger picture, look at this flow of moisture coming in. A couple more showers down to the south. We've got snow to the north. That will stay there. Everything kind of locked in place. This is your Arctic jet, the polar jet, keeps the cold air behind it. It's locked up to the north. There's very cold air in Canada, but it's nowhere close to coming in. Down to the south, we got the subtropical jet feeding all this moisture, all of it coming together. But really, if we're searching for cold air and snow, which we often are this time of year, there's no push of this air. It's going to stay in place because we've got a zonal pattern across the country. And our temperatures stay locked in as well. We're in the 40s all week this week. A little bit cooler Friday, Saturday. This is a signal we could be slightly cooler than that. But overall, we don't have any blasts of cold air this time of year. And that means not a lot of snow here in the forecast. National Design Mart hour-by-hour forecast. The rain will come and go tonight. Same tomorrow. Could have a little fog out the door tomorrow morning as well. I think that'll be tough to burn off. I think we're very similar tomorrow afternoon compared to where we are right now. Temperatures should make their way in the upper 40s. But then by tomorrow evening, we get a little burst of some drier air. Could we see the sun poke out for sunset? The model says yes. I don't think so. I hate to be the pessimist here, but that dry air is just going to be tough to get in here. Thursday, we get back locked into the clouds once again as we get into your Thursday, Friday. That's ahead of our next weather system. So the pattern, the upper air pattern is zonal, right? It goes from west to east across the country. The cold air stays locked up to the north. Let's go long term. Watch what happens here. The only way we're going to get cold air here is if it gets on the back of a bunch of rams and the rams bring it in here. We just got to get those animals to work here. And look what happens here later in the next week. We talked Monday, cold air finally takes a dive into the country. We're still mild, but this comes east. Most of the models agree with that. So we're now December 15th. We get our first real hit of cold. Where is it on our 7-day? It's just beyond this part here. So we stay in the 40s. Yeah, we've got some showers around. We'll talk in more detail about that Friday system. But overall, no cold air here. We stay in the 40s all the way through next week with those scattered showers around. But boy, things get interesting in the long term. And again, we'll highlight that coming up, guys.
All right. Our producer had to remind Matt of the weather word, but he used it well. And the colors on your weather map were yellow and blue.
They were.
When you were talking about the Rams, that was just a coincidence.
It's also Michigan colors, so I'm not going to bring up the colors.
Oh, you had to go there.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
Body blow.